Hey everybody, IHTW here. As you can see by the title, this is a FireBelly Newt Setup video, and if you can see in that little box right there, those are my FireBelly Newts. For now, they're going to be in there until I actually set this all up. So, I'm going to do two setups. One very basic setup, and you can see that's all I need right there, with the addition of paper towels. And there's another tank right there, which will be using all that. This is the more complicated tank. This is the more basic one, so I'm going to start off by doing the basic one. If you want to actually skip to the actual good setup, click on a little link right here, if I actually do that. But, so yeah, let's get started on that one. So you basically just put maybe 1 or 2 paper towel sheets in a tank like this. You don't need that much really, and just spray it down with a spray bottle. And that should be good. So once it's nice and damp, don't want it too damp obviously, or too dry. A good mix is fine. So yeah, it's basically sprayed down, nice and moist. Then all you have to do is add in a hide, maybe, you know, the plant, water bowl, food bowl, you know, stuff like that, and it's all done. All you have to do is just fill up those bowls, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to use this sort of style of food bowl slash water bowl, you fill one with water, you fill that one with food, so like bloodworms, tube effects worms, anything really, because the newts are, well, anything small enough to fit in the newt's mouth, because these guys are really small. So this is all I really need. I don't even need this yellow one really. So this is the basic tank. All you gotta do is put on the lid. You keep them at room temperature, feed them every day or every 2 days, spray them down every day, and yeah, that's pretty much it. They don't really need light or heating or anything at all. All you have to do is feed them every 2 days and spray down the tank, and obviously clean the substrate every month. So yeah, pretty simple for the newts. This is just a very basic setup, nothing special, and let's get on to the more complicated one. But before I do that, I'm just going to add 2 little baby newts inside of this tank. I'm going to keep the orange belly ones in here, so I'm pretty sure this little guy's an orange belly. I could try to show you, or not. Okay, there's 1. And number 2. So yeah, you can, nope, you can't see. I'll stop the video. I want to show you guys his belly is really cool. So if you can see right there, his really orange belly. They're supposed to be yellow at this age, but 2 of mine already have orange bellies, which is really cool, and they're completely awesome. So there they are in the simple setup. I'll keep those 2 guys here. I want to keep a good eye on them to make sure they're well fed and healthy. So yeah, let's really get started on this now. So to start off, in this little display case I got from a model store for $6. You can get any tank really, but I just find this one really cool looking, so I bought it. It's also nice and small. So I'm gonna have this little box as a to make a little slope for this tank, and I'll put the paper towels in right on top. Quick tip for if you buy any other sort of tank not specifically made for reptiles or amphibians, you're gonna have to punch some ventilation holes. As you can see, I punched a bunch all along here, and some more at the top. So make sure you do that if you buy any sort of tank like this, because they need ventilation. Yeah. When trying to fold paper towels, it's good to fold it down and then spray it so that it sticks. It's a lot easier this way. So yeah, now everything is hopefully folded nicely, and it kind of fits. Just spray it down. Obviously you don't need to make this kind of slope, but I kind of like it. It looks a lot cooler. But it's also a lot harder. So here it is, pretty much all nice and sloped and sprayed down. And yeah, I'll get to adding a hide and water bowl. So as you can see, I added a little hide and a water bowl. The water bowl is just some big cap I found. It's quite large actually, about maybe 2.5 inches long. And you can see here, this is another ceramic house that I have from some random pond store that had these as ornaments. You can see I had a fern that I found in some sand, so I just pulled it up, washed the roots out, and put it sort of like inside the house with the branches sticking out of it. And I had another plant that I found, so I did the same with that. So now it looks pretty cool. And I'm gonna add the rest of the decor to show you what it's like. So as you can see, I just added some plants inside the water bowl, and this really cool moss I found. All of these plants have been thoroughly soaked in a lot of water to make sure they're clean. And yeah, I'm gonna go add some more ornaments and some other stuff. So I just added in some more ornaments. You can see I added another little house, a bridge into the water bowl, a little pebble next to the water bowl, a little mini tower, a little decor piece I made myself out of some popsicle sticks, and a little rock. So yeah, that's pretty much the little setup I have here. I'll put on the lid to show you guys basically everything when it's done. So here is the completed tank with the lid on, sprayed down, and you can see there's some of my little baby newts, FireBelly Newt F's, crawling around out of the water bowl, which is now filled with water. So I know somebody's gonna ask this, don't FireBelly Newts live in the water? No, not as well F's, and F's means sort of like unmature newts or juvenile newts. They live after metamorphosis the first few years of their lives on land. If you put them in water anywhere from like 3 centimeters deep, they'll actually end up drowning because they can't swim, even though they're called newts. You can see there's one crawling out of the water bowl clumsily. So there these guys are. I'm gonna have to feed them in a little bit since it's actually been a day. So here is the whole tank. If you want to actually see them feeding, I already made a feeding video. You could check that out. So yeah, that's pretty much how you set up a more advanced setup and a more basic one over there. So I'll let you guys look at this one more time under a brighter light. So here's the tank in all its glory under some bright light. As you can see my little lamp there. And here it is, all completed. It's pretty cool, even though it's with paper towels. I would have used some other things, but these newts are really hard to find, and they're obviously difficult to care for at this young age. So it's better to keep them on a simple setup. No complicated substrate like Eco Earth or something like that, where they could just dig and hide and never be found again. There's one under the bridge, actually. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to know the dimensions, they're about 23 centimeters across, 13 centimeters going that way, and 13 centimeters up. So it's a little small tank, maybe about a gallon or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's my 3 newts. You can see it all right there. And I'll see you guys later. Cool.